People are dying. This is real. Your choice, your consequences. This has gotten to be really in life. You have choices. You have a choice to be a smart or a dumb person. You have a choice to be a caring, compassionate, empathetic person. And you also have a choice to be a POS, which lovingly refers to you as being a piece of shit. In my province, in many places around Canada, and many places around the world, people are outside of hospitals protesting and blocking people from being able to get into the hospital. And they're protesting because many places are forcing healthcare workers to be vaccinated. Whether I agree or disagree isn't the point. The point is there's people going into the hospital that aren't COVID related. They're heart attack people, they're stroke people, they're going through anaphylactic shock from being allergic to something. There's women that are pregnant that need to get rushed in and they're having health emergencies. And you pieces of shit are blocking them from getting into the hospital. And if you're one of them watching this, unfriend me and do us and the world a favor and take yourself out like the garbage you are and leave my social media platform. Leave everybody's social media platform. Live in your house, in your cocoon, and have your rights, but don't fuck with other people's rights, which is what you're doing by blocking other people. Tonight, my daughter, a couple hours ago, made a very emotional post. She works in the COVID unit in a hospital, and she pretty much has experienced the hell for the last year and over a year and a half. Only graduated from nursing less than 2 years ago, and she's had to put up with people doing shit like this lately, making it hard for her to get into work. And then on top of that, goes into work and has people have to say goodbye to their parent over FaceTime because they weren't allowed to go in. And rightfully so, this person has COVID and is dying. And she's had to experience this time and time again. But really, at the end of the day, it's hard enough that she has to put up with that. Then she has to leave the hospital or come to hospital and have a group of people that are shouting about their rights and their rights. You know what? What about everybody else's fucking rights, you losers? What about the people you're stopping from getting into the hospital? What if you're one of those people or your loved one is one of those people? Would you be standing there and protesting and stopping people from getting into the hospital? Or would you be going, oh, thank you for taking care of my loved one. I so appreciate you and blah, 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 blah. And then the next day be back out protesting? Honestly, give your head a shake. All of you out there in regards to what's going on in the planet, vaccinated, not vaccinated, mask, no mask, you know what? Fine. Your choice, your rights, your consequence. You know, there is so many people that are getting vaccinated, so many people that aren't. The ones that are getting vaccinated, if you die from it, your choice, your consequence. You don't get vaccinated and you get COVID and die, your choice, your consequence. That's freedom of life. But to absolutely restrict healthcare workers anywhere on the planet from going in to do their job to help out people that aren't even COVID afflicted and have other afflictions going on, shame on you. You deserve to be shamed. You deserve to have your name splashed across social media. And if I knew some of your names, I would do it because you're a piece of shit and you're the bottom feeders of society. Is that harsh enough for you? Right? Go ahead and make your choices. I don't care what the choice is because you will have the consequence, good or bad. So I'm not here to tell you shouldn't get it, shouldn't wear the mask, should wear the mask. What I'm saying is keep your choice inside of your house, inside of the four walls of your home, and don't go blocking people from getting into the hospital, you piece of shit. You want to protest peacefully? Fine. Stand off to the side. Don't block the entryways. Don't shout obscenities to healthcare workers. The obscenities my daughter and her friends have had to put up with working at the hospital is sickening. You should be embarrassed. Would you talk to your family like that? And if you say yes, you would, You're even a bigger piece of shit than you are just for doing it to healthcare workers that are saving your life or saving somebody you love or saving your life in the future. If you feel that strongly about the healthcare system, next time you get sick, I don't want you to go to the doctor. Next time you need an emergency, I don't want you to go to emergency. I want you to stay at home and do the world a favor and leave the planet. You'd be doing us all a favor because really, you are a waste of human skin. There, I said it. You don't like it? Unfriend me, comment below. I don't really care. Because after what I've had to hear from my daughter, who's contacted me in the middle of shifts to cry on the phone because she's had to hold one more person's hand because they've died and weren't allowed to have their family there. And a majority of them right now, in the past, there was no choice. But the majority of them, and all you conspiracy theorists, shove it up your ass. The numbers are their numbers. I know a lot of doctors and nurses that work right in the hospital. The numbers are the numbers. Majority of the people dying right now in our province, the majority of the people plugging up the ICUs are those that have made their choice not to be vaccinated. And now the consequences, they're dying. They're not surviving like all of you that are posting posts. Oh, this person did this alternative therapy and they survived. Guess what? It doesn't hit everybody the same way. What happens if it afflicts somebody in your family or you? What happens if it afflicts them and they're somebody that has an immune system that thinks is strong, but actually COVID's stronger? What if? What if you lose somebody? And then all of a sudden you're that person that's going, oh, I wish I would have done something different. You know what? Do something different now. First and foremost, leave the healthcare workers alone. Let them do their job. You make your choice, good or bad. I make my choice, good or bad. I have to accept the consequences of life every single day, the choices I make. But the choices that you're making are your consequence. And if that consequence is going to affect others around you, then stay home. Don't leave the house. Use Instacart, use Skip the Dishes, use whatever to bring food into your house and stay away from humanity because you don't deserve to be part of it when you stop healthcare people being allowed to go into the hospital and help out those they love. Like, honestly, this has been such an emotional year and a half for everybody, and people aren't being compassionate and caring and having empathy for one another. And shame on you if you're standing on your soapbox and all you're doing is inciting violence and inciting shame on everybody else. Well, guess what? I'm going to incite shame the exact opposite way. On you, the person that thinks that they're above everybody else and deserve to shame and make everybody feel bad, block people from going into the hospital, sit and call people out. Whatever happened to a society where if you think you actually have the right to have your own choice, that you allow that person to have their own choice and you keep your opinion between your 6 inches between your ears instead of opening your fucking mouth and removing all doubt and showing the world that you are an idiot and a piece of shit. Anyway, I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. Might have a few less connections, a few less friends, and I'm okay with that. Honestly, I am. I hope and pray for all the healthcare workers out there. I hope and pray for all the medical community that's struggled and been dealing with all this. I hope and pray that those that have been creating violence and tumultuous situations for others, making their choice to do what they want, just like you're making your choice to do what you want. I hope and pray that you just leave each other alone and respect that other person's choice to be vaccinated or not vaccinated, to wear a mask, to not wear a mask. Do I agree with either side? Absolutely I do. And if you haven't figured it out, let's have a chat, you and I, and let's figure it out. And hopefully you care enough about me and I care enough about you. I can, acknowledge your choice, respect your decision and your opinion, and we can agree to disagree and walk away and still be friends. And if not, do me and do the world a favor, right? Leave my social media. Really? I love it when the garbage takes itself out. I look forward to talking tomorrow. God bless you all. Peace out and stay out of trouble. And by God, stay safe.